So hello YouTube and welcome to another video. In this week's video I've got something slightly different. I thought I would do, I don't know, some sort of random video where I go through things from my childhood, and here I have my year 6 draft book. So I thought I would just do like a show and tell. Like, you can read along with me or you can just sit and watch. But regardless, I thought I'd go through some of the pages of this just to see how astronomically weird I was as a child. So here we have a fantastic drawing of me, and as you noticed, this doesn't look like me at all. For a start, I had curly hair. I had some sort of hair at the front of my head, but apparently I didn't fancy putting that in. So we've got where I'm going. Next year, I might be going to Bournemouth School for Girls or Glenmore. I never went to either of those schools. I went to a different school, which honestly was great because I met the people who I met. However, also was not a great school, which I'm not going to go into, but you can look at some previous videos from my experiences from that if you fancy. One day I might be a writer or a bookshop owner. On what planet? Well, I didn't like reading particularly. I hyperfixated on a book series called Rainbow Magic. And they were basically fairies who had all these different tasks and stuff. And I think that might have been the basis of where this came from. But I'm terrible at writing. As you'll see, my handwriting will get worse as we progressively go through this. And a bookshop owner. I didn't really read or whatever, but anyway, I don't understand why that was there. What I'm good at. I'm very good at swimming and bat and ball. I assume that meant like rounders or something. I also am very good at eating lots of chocolate without being sick. I'm not gonna lie, that's still kind of the same. I am good at making friends, and then I list the friends, all of which of these people I do not speak to anymore. So when, I mean, that trait is probably gone now. And apparently I can make them laugh so much that they need the toilet. I also think that's implausible, but anyway, we'll carry on. I'm a liar as well, apparently, at the age of 8. What I do when I'm outside of school I go swimming on a Friday and come home after swimming to watch TV and eat dinner. I used to go French club, but I don't anymore. I can understand why I didn't go French club anymore. It's because I didn't enjoy speaking French. I didn't enjoy languages. I've never enjoyed languages. I don't understand why I did it. I think I just did it for some culture or something. I don't know, but I didn't enjoy it at all. What I need some help with, I'm going to tell you right now. This definitely ain't relatable right now. I need some help with my writing, and I have spelt the word writing as W-R-I-G-H-T-I-N-G. So that is plausible because it is not very neat, and because it is a bit big. I would also like it to be neat and smaller, and I need a little bit of help with my spellings because some of the spelling I get very wrong. I don't know how I'm going to remember how to spell a word. I don't know how that was my biggest concern at the age of 8. I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe life was more positive then. But honestly, writing and my handwriting now is literally the same as this, if not worse. I have absolutely no idea what this means. It says own and others. And I have there is no context to what this is at all, apart from it says, good, getting work done like written work, people won't annoy you and it will be quiet. And then the bad is you might die, you might lose the house, and you might lose the car. I would love to know the context as to what this is. What possible scenario could you be in that you might die? I don't know. Others, if you were a secret agent, you would need a team. You have friends. Bad, people might annoy you and they might break something. Honestly, I don't even know. I'm a rock. I'm a rock. This looks like a poem. Okay, let's read this together. I have my looks and my poetry to protect me, and a rock feels no pain, and an island never cries. Friendship causes pain, no need of friendship. I'm shielding my armor. No one told me, and I don't like them. I pray to God that's already a poem, because if I came up with that, did anyone mark me? There's another poem about I'm a cheater. I'm a cheater, I am a wild cat. I run like the wind streaming through the trees. I eat people for breakfast and tea. I'm a cheater, I am a wild cat. I am like an ordinary cat, except I live outside, but I never, ever live in a hive. I was desperate for rhyming at that point, apparently. I'm a cheetah, I'm a wildcat, I live in rainforests, forests and holes where my babies sleep and do a funny pose. That is fucking terrible. I hope I failed this poem, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a cheetah, I'm a wildcat, I sometimes sleep in a very cold cave, but if it's too cold, my babies won't stay still. That doesn't even rhyme. That doesn't even rhyme. I'm a cheetah. I'm a wildcat. God, the tension is killing me. I am very good and sometimes very bad. I am tidy and have nice blonde hair. What? I am a cheetah. I am a wildcat. A cheetah feels pain, but a cheetah never cries. Honestly, I'll give that a 2 out of 10 to 8-year-old Megan because she tried, but that is why I'm not good at that. Is why I want to be a writer, and that's what I'm writing. I don't even know. World War II children, the evacuation, Wednesday the 20th of September 2004, I believe. I'm guessing this is what I would pack. Also, I've started to use really dark pen for some reason. What I would pack teddies, lots of sweets, a thick book, photo album, pen, pencil, and lots of paper, a nice drink and lunch, my Sylvanian families, and some sunglasses. Priorities are straight here, apparently. Sunglasses. Where, if you're going into an underground bunker, why the fuck would you need sunglasses? What I would say on the platform, so I guess this is if I was a World War II child and would be evacuated, I would say goodbye, and I would hug them and kiss them, and not really wanting to go at all. I would feel really upset, and I would not really feel excited or happy. I would feel nervous and sad. I would say I love them so much, very much, and I would hop on the train and wave goodbye. And this is what would happen when I'm on the train. I would sit next to someone who I like. This is bearing in mind if I actually knew anyone who I like on the train, and would be crying because I would really miss my mum and dad. I would eat some of my lunch and drink, and I would hug my teddies. I would also look at my photo album, I guess with my mum and dad and my pets. I would really have wished I hadn't left when we were at the end of the ride, like a roller coaster, I would get off the train as the village hall. I would feel scared a bit. God, this is coming from someone who wanted to be a writer. Can I just bear that in mind whilst I'm reading this? At the village hall, I would sit down and wait to see if I was going to be picked. I would feel terrified to know who was going to pick me, or how he was going to look like. I apparently took looks into consideration when being picked as a child in World War II. Somebody offers me some rice. It was delicious. I must have got hungry halfway through writing this. Finally, someone picked me. They were so nice to me, and I was with one of my friends anyway. We walked to me and my friend's new home. I felt really upset but safe and a bit happy. My new home. Apparently my new home, I just put, a new home was nice and cozy. I felt happier. The end. This is quite possibly the most traumatic thing I've ever written. And it was for the Daily Telegraph, and my understanding of it was to still do with World War. I don't understand why we were so obsessed with the war, but we were. And I basically had to design the front of the Daily Telegraph. This was 4th of October 2006, and it specifically was around a new book coming out. Like I said, I was obsessed with rainbow magic books, and this book is specifically called Daffodil the Devil Fairy. Don't ask me why the name was Daffodil. It's the way I described how good the book was that really traumatizes me. This is also my drawing. If you can see that, that's Daffodil. It's really, really fantastic. The detail is astonishing. So there's a new book coming out on the 25th of December 2006. It will blow your head off. Just try and understand that. It's so good. It will blow your head off, and you get a free devil and a signature from the author. To be fair, getting free shit is great, so maybe that's why it will blow your head off. It will make you fart until you are farting in the air. It's amazing. Now, I can't understand why on any planet, firstly, why that's how you would describe how excited you would be, but secondly, you will fart. You'll get so excited about reading Daffodil the Devil Fairy that you will fart. Firstly, you will fart. Not only will you fart, but you will fart until you are farting in the air. This starts to make me understand why I watch hat films, because this is their humour, and this was my humour at the age of 8. So I was already screwed at the age of 8 if this was how I was writing things. I've got a recipe. You'll find 5 very delicious recipes in here. Try them out. And there's something chocolate cookies. I basically ran out of room, so you can't barely read any of this shit, to be honest. Tesco Every Little Helps. Corner. Oh my god, I was obsessed with Tesco back then as well. This, I don't know what this is. It just says buy pets, and I don't know what this means. You can buy all sorts of pets in this magazine. You can buy pets. They will all cost about £20. That is a fucking bargain. You can buy any pet in here for 20 quid. Wow. That interest rates eat my ass. Look at this. It's amazing. It's terrific. I can't see why you won't buy any. For 20, but I'm trying to get you to buy pets for £20 in this magazine. Like, you will fart. That's all I'm going to say. You will fart and the pets are £20. You can buy anything from Tesco. Shop at Tesco. You can buy anything from Tesco. Shop at Tesco. Oh, really? This is incredible. There are lots of clothes to choose from in Tesco. Basically, this entire page is advocating buying at Tesco, buying pets for £20, and farting until you will fart in the air from a Rainbow Magic book. I honestly don't understand why no one would want to buy that. And now there's another one here, which I think is like another book. But this one is confusing because this one says 4th of September 1939, World War strikes again. Okay, so this is about the Second World War again, so we're back to the war. So the Second War strikes at London. All the children's years and up have been sent to the countryside to keep them safe. The parents are staying in bomb shelters and the young men are going to war. Who will stop this madness? Who? Find out more on page 6. Who will stop this madness? You have to find out. You've got to find out on page 6. Guess what? There's no page 6 because apparently I ran out of time to write page 6. But then right next to the World War strikes, you've got new fashion comes out. So, you know, this is like the headline story, which has now been submerged with fashion and new recipes. So a brand new fashion has come out. It is a lovely summer's dress with a pair of lovely shoes. They're lovely, but not actually descriptive of what they look like. You can buy them in the underground tunnels. They're about each. So this wasn't just an advert. This wasn't just an advert for clothing. This was an advert for clothing in World War II. Whilst you're in your bunkers, there are new clothes coming out that you can buy for £1. It's about to get worse. I just read the next part. It's about to get so much worse. So the recipe is made by someone. I didn't think it could get worse, but here we go. So here's the recipe, as you can see there. So it's a brand new recipe. It's a brand new recipe that was invented by Farty Poo. I'm going to let you think about that one for a minute. I'm just going to sit on that one for a minute. So it was a recipe that was invented by Farty Poo. And it might sound silly, but it tastes really nice. If you want it, you can find it in this magazine, or you could order it by sending it through the post. I hope they sell fast. So you're telling me at the age of 8, I couldn't think of any other name on this planet apart from Farty Poo. And I wrote this in a book and I handed this to my teacher. With no shame, may I ask. I had no shame of writing this. I read the diary one out on another video that I did, but I'm going to read it on this one as well because honestly, I don't think it could get worse. It couldn't get much worse than this, surely. My teacher wasn't very happy that I wrote lots of ands in this. Do tell me how many I've written in here. So this is my diary. This is from Monday, the 16th of October, 2006. Hi, my name's Megan. I'm going to write about myself with lots of information. The first thing I remember is in the past when I was a baby and I was annoying my cat called Hedges under the Christmas tree, and she lashed out her claws at me and scratched me, and a couple of years later she bit my hair and her teeth dug into my scalp. It really hurt. What great memories. I just remembered my first word when I was a baby. I love that sentence so much. It was like literally, I'm sat there writing, and whilst I'm writing, I'm like, oh yeah, I just remembered my first word as a baby. Let me write down, I just remembered my first word. Let me write down what I'm remembering whilst I'm remembering it. I remember my first word was a baby. It was bass. Now, bear in mind, I'm not on about the fish. Let me elaborate. The reason why bass was my first word is we were going past a beer shop and I shouted bass and my mum and dad laughed. Some other people heard as well. Oops. When I was younger, there was a brand called Bass and my dad used to drink it. And for some unknown reason, that was my first word as a child. So not only am I writing down Farty Poo as an author and saying you will fart until you are farting in the air, but I have also said that my first word was the word bass, which I'm hoping most people would have thought I was talking about a fish. But unfortunately, whilst I was yelling the word bass, I was pointing at the beer shop. So either I look like an alcoholic or my parents did, so that's fantastic. I was only very young though, and I can't wait until the end of the day because I'm going to the co-op to get more Pokemon tags. So apparently, even at this age, I was liking Pokemon, and then it kind of stopped for a bit and it started again now. Next Friday, I'm going swimming again. I'm so excited. Today I can't wait till lunch because I didn't really have much to eat in the morning. I'm so hungry. A very long time ago I went to London. It was really fun. I also got a snake toy. I love it so much. I can't wait to go back. I've not been on holiday anywhere else because sometimes me and my mum argue. I wish we'd stop. My dad also gets cross with me and my mum. Well, I've got to go now because I think I've done a bit too much. Bye. Who writes this at 8 years old? Because that's what I have to ask myself. Who writes this at 8 years old? Reading activities. Beware of purple peanut butter. I am intrigued. What does this mean? What does your character look like? He has black hair on the front cover, and he is a purple peanut butter sandwich. He has black hair and is a purple peanut butter sandwich. What is the character famous for? Let me guess, he might be a purple peanut butter sandwich. For somehow getting eaten in a peanut butter sandwich. Man was eaten in a purple peanut butter sandwich. I don't know where I've come up with this. I don't know what I've watched or what has influenced me, but this is barbaric. What do you... I can't even, particularly like about this character? He's friendly, a bit mad and funny. I don't really like the character very much at all. What does your character like eating? He likes eating purple peanut butter and chocolate cake. And that is the end of my Year 6 draft book. That was an interesting nostalgic trip. So now if you ever think I'm a little bit strange, that was what I was like at the age of 8. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and leave in the comments any other videos you'd like me to make, and I shall see you later, YouTube. Bye!